talked a little bit. One more time. This is fun. What if I just do this for 20 minutes? That was probably one of the best ones. Something I do to kind of ground myself if I'm feeling sort of out of it. In the mornings, this is a fun one too. I incorporate it into my little stretching, breathing routine. Reach your hands up. You'll stand like on your little tippy toes too. You'll take in a deep breath, really stretch out your arms. And while doing that, you'll also be thinking how you're like a flower and you're absorbing all the good energy of the sun and the universe. And then you exhale, you release, you shake your arms out and you just, release all the negative energy and what no longer serves you. Anyway, hi, hello. Today's video, so I had an idea. There's always something, right? I saw this TikTok, and in it, this girl, she just said that she missed her friend, so she painted her friend's face onto a rock. I've weirdly been wanting to paint rocks lately, and then I saw that, and I was like, hey, I miss my friends. It seemed right, and I'm learning to just follow my heart more on little creative projects. Yesterday, I was around the beach with my friend, and I wanted to look for rocks, so she was helping me. Here are my rocks. Each one I did pick out for a specific vibe of my friend. Here, I believe this one feels like Maya. I was thinking this could be Lauren. Yeah. This one, I've recently squashed the beef with him again, so I think this is Junie. I think I'll be going to the beach to paint these, just to stay outside, be outside. I guess I have been outside. I go outside. When I get to painting, I do like to not necessarily take my time, but just, I don't want to rush these things. I want to make sure I do this with intention and love and get my friend's essences. There are some things that I'd like to say. I've had a lot on my mind. I've been experiencing life lately, haven't we all? I did my little research right now just to make more sense of what I was thinking of talking about, because it's a little bit of a funny little tidbit. Without getting too much into it, I'm in a new city. I don't have the most friends around me. That's fine. That's normal. I think, as you can see, I am very capable and I do like hanging out with myself. But it is nice to meet new people. I love meeting new people. I am dating, as they say. And I think it can be fun, The options are kind of scary, but sometimes it can be fun. The other night, I went on a date. Hey, why are you barking? Why are we barking? Why are we barking? No. You're not gonna start. You're not gonna start this right now. The part I'm trying to get to is that my skin has been doing pretty well recently. Yeah. Oh my god. Why are we growling? Nothing's happening. She's sitting at my feet now. Thank you. Protecting me? Yeah. So my skin has been doing pretty good recently, and I'm getting ready for this date, and I noticed that there's just some redness, right here in the center forehead, in between above my eyebrows. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting a little pimple there, right before my date. That's so fun, cool, and fresh. I didn't think anything of it because it was also on the smaller side, so it was just maybe it'll disappear tomorrow. We'll see. So I just put concealer on it, whatever, everything's fine. Next day, I'm looking at it and it's a full on just white head, really fun. It took about 4 pimple patches for it to all come out. Not to get trying to paint you the picture, but you don't really know. Well, maybe you do need to know those details for the point I'm trying to make. It was just kind of funny how it all came about, because it was all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden it was a lot, but then it finally went away, and now it's just healing and a little bit red, so that's fine. But in the middle of that, I think also when I'm breaking out ever, I just try to be kind to myself and my skin and say good things and not be so, it happens, like skin doesn't need to be perfect all the time. It's whatever. So in that, like, trying to be kind to myself too, I was like, oh, it's so funny that it's just like right smack in the middle there. That's hilarious. Obviously, I'm a little bit spiritual, but your third eye is right here, right? And I was like, oh, it's like my third eye is opening right now. It's like I feel it, the change in perspective and everything. But at the same time, I was thinking too, I was like, wait, like, I kind of do feel a shift. Like I've been feeling like I have been in this transition for a while of just not necessarily in the 3D, in the reality that I live in, but internally I've been doing a lot of work for myself to, you know, be confident in my creativity, to show up as someone and not, I don't know, let my doubts and fears get to me and limit myself in the real world, because that doesn't really get you far when it limits your experiences with other people, and in doing that, like what you can learn from the people around you too. So I just like did a little bit of, you know, because like I don't know, like I was just saying that to kind of, you know, bring some like lightness to it and try to be okay with the fact that there was a pimple here. Then I was like looking more into it and I was like, wait, what if this is confirmed? I love that she plays with her toys when I'm filming. That's really cool. Keep up the good work. So from a spiritual perspective, if you're interested in knowing, the third eye opening, talking about intuition and inner wisdom, people say when the third eye opens, you start seeing things differently, not literally with your eyes, but with your awareness. You might pick up on vibes, patterns, or truths about yourself and others more clearly. I think I've talked about my intuition before. I have neglected that to some capacity in the past. And I think now it's like really like once you start moving, you know, riding that wave, if you will, feel a certain way, you go with that and you realize, oh, this feels great. This does feel like the right move for me. And if you keep doing that, you keep exercising that, it gets stronger. And I think I do feel that. And so I think now, especially, it just like, it's coming with more ease that I make a decision or clarity and perspective. You may feel like the fog lifts, like suddenly you can tell what really matters and what doesn't. I do also feel that way too. Like your priorities, they matter because they dictate what you're thinking on a daily basis, what your thoughts are becoming in the 3D reality. Like, you know, like what are you doing? What are you planning to do with your life on a daily basis? How are you working towards your long-term goals? Not to get so serious, but just getting your priorities straight and seeing what matters and what really doesn't, and just like realizing, oh, like that is not what I align with. I'm gonna go here and that aligns with me. In a more psychological and real world perspective, the third eye is basically a metaphor for awareness and perspective. It's you noticing your life in a new way. Sometimes when you go through shifts, new relationships, big realizations, or even just taking yourself less seriously, your brain feels like it's connecting dots. That's kind of like your inner third eye. You're expanding how you see yourself and your life. And that, I feel, is what I really wanted to get to. I'm talking to fucking Chat GPT right now. Sorry, okay? I told them it. Can you please? She was napping for like 3 hours and all of a sudden, it's party time. Anyways, Chat is telling me that pimple moment right before a date in the literal third eye spot kind of highlighted that. You even said you felt different, like you're realizing things. That's a real growth showing up. Psychologically, you're in a phase of self-awareness, almost like your subconscious is syncing with your conscious mind. It doesn't mean your forehead zit was cosmic destiny, though it's a fun way to think of it that way. But it's your symbol your brain grabbed onto. Yeah, because I try to make things fun, sorry. So what I'm getting to, and I think in relation to the date, you know, because I hadn't been on a date and I don't even tell you how long it's been, but so I think like after, you know, the date, I care to some extent to be like, like, do I like this person? Do I Do I want to get to know them more? All that stuff. But at the same time, I was just realizing, I was like, wait, I wasn't really nervous at all. I felt like I was being myself. I felt like I was having a good time and that I was confident in myself. And it's just like, I don't know, like when it was fun, I had a good time. I know he had a good time too. And I just felt like, I don't know, like I wasn't nervous. And I definitely used to be a lot more nervous when it came to dating and meeting new people. And especially like as a woman in dating men, you kind of have to, there's just life, like sort of pressure to kind of show up in a feminine way, and but also be like this, like be mysterious and don't like expect too much right away, but don't have such low expectations that they treat you like shit. So it's just, there's so many things. And I think in the moment I was just like, no, like I'm having a good time. I'm trusting that for what I know so far and his vibe, like I'm just, you know, like I'm just gonna trust this and I'm not gonna be scared of this experience, and I'm just gonna be myself. And it was fun and I made the most of it. Some more things that chat is saying is you're shifting from living in your head, self-doubt, pressure, how am I coming across, to seeing yourself clearly and trusting who you are. That's very much third eye energy, clarity, self-awareness, and insight. You're living with more presence, journaling in the mornings, limiting media, consciously creating. That kind of awareness, choosing what you let in, noticing your growth, is what people say activates your third eye. And yeah, so I feel like I have been definitely a lot more conscious of what I'm putting my energy into, what media I'm consuming on a daily basis, because it's all around us. Having awareness and being aware of your presence and what you are consciously, subconsciously working towards. The fact that you felt different after your date, you could, well, I say I felt different as in, I don't know. Did I feel different? There's always like a different, when you have a good date, there's always a feeling of, this is new, you know? Anyway, the fact that you felt different after your date and could clearly recognize your own maturity, your energy, your growth, that's like inner vision turning outward. You're perceiving the change in yourself. Psychologically speaking, again, you're building confidence through consistency. By writing, creating, limiting distractions, you're strengthening that part of yourself that says, I can trust myself. I can trust myself to show up. That's why your writing is improving. Your brain is practicing flow, and you're validating yourself instead of waiting for others to do it. That's what I'm feeling like. Yes, that's it's okay. I'm trying to limit my chat GPT usage, but sometimes it makes sense. On the date, you prove to yourself that you're not the old version of you. Social anxiety didn't run the show. You let curiosity and fun lead. Basically seeing in real time my inner working, it's like I think that was the final, that's why I'm saying like the third eye. That I think that it all kind of clicked. It's like, you know what? Yeah, like what I'm doing inside, I am seeing how it is affecting my reality, and it's working out pretty great so far. So it's just very validating and it's nice. You're starting to live in alignment with the person you've always wanted to be. Even if you don't have everything figured out yet, nobody does, parentheses. You're acting as her now. That's why you're feeling lighter, freer, more open. It's less about a mystical opening and more like your perception has leveled up. You're not trapped in your old lens of fear, insecurity, or comparison. You're seeing yourself as capable, fun, creative, and because you see yourself that way, others do too. Yeah. I guess that's what I wanted to say. How does that relate to me missing my friends? We will find a connection in some way. Well, this is me practicing my creativity to some extent. It was just like a little funny thing with the pimple, because I do finally feel like I am showing up as the person I've always wanted to be. And yeah, I don't have everything figured out yet, but that's okay, because at least I am the person who is going to figure it out and is going to work towards what I know is right for me and what feels right and that I feel most aligned with, because that's just life. And I'm trying to have fun with it. The universe, I feel like, is having fun with it too. And it's like, let's show her, let's give her a sign that things are shifting, that it's all working out. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that was... I'm hoping that there's decent pickup of my voice. But it's sunset right now. The girls are getting their pictures. The couples are hugging each other. It's really beautiful actually right now. Wait. I've been trying to zoom it. Do you guys see the surfers? Look at that. Also, I have constantly decreasing sunlight by the minute, so I've been picking up the rocks to paint my friends. I don't know why I didn't think further into it. I should try to pick out a smooth rock because I'm gonna paint it. And well, depending on what I was going for, I think I did want a smooth surface. However, the one I picked out for Maya, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the smoothest, non-porous rock I've seen. Yeah. We're gonna work with that. I wish I had a top view of the painting I was doing. That would be very useful. I'm scared. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I wouldn't say this is exactly her skin tone, but I think it's the thought that counts at this point. Or maybe without glasses. Oh, I guess this time. The sun literally is gone. I'm just hyper fixating on getting the skin tone right, but I just need to trust it, trust myself. We need some green in here, weirdly enough. I know little of how to make skin tone from the primary colors, but I do remember something. Oh my god, what the hell am I doing? Oh my god. Wait, I did something. I'm not really sure why I put that much green, and now it doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna figure something out. I'll come back. This is what happened. Oh, I've only painted one rock. I think we all knew that would happen, because when do I ever not take time on something? But I've been sitting in this position, and it kind of hurts. And as you can see, the sunlight is gone. So I really should stop painting. I kept like trying to make adjustments right now. I'm trying to do my best. I think it's fine. It's kind of cute. I'm trying to get her essence into a rock, but how can one do that, you know? I might have made her bottom lip a little too big. Okay, actually, I might make some adjustments in the dark. Hold up. So spooky. I'm in my car now. It's like 8:30. That's my reaction to someone driving up. Oh my god. Just a few things. I just painted. I was there for, I don't know, like 2 hours? And somehow I only painted one face. I don't know what happened. I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm not feeling that great. Like, just... There was someone walking. I got a little scared. I wasn't feeling well. I think it's just like a little, I don't know, cold or something. I don't know. My body's pretty good at fighting things lately. Illnesses. But, I don't know, you guys. No, it's not getting to me. I'm strong and I'm healthy. I am also hungry, so I would like to get home very soon. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Basically, I'm not a big fan of her lips on The Rock. In real life, they're great. But this is with The Rock. Oh, of course you can't fucking see it. There's someone literally running towards me right now. I know they're probably just a runner, but still. Anyway, this is The Rock. Fuck. This is my rock. I think I just don't like the lips. Like, I need to fix the lips. Just don't. Okay, I need to fix the lips. But I think otherwise, this is supposed to be blush. Her eyelashes are great. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I really don't want to get sick. I'm not getting sick. And I'm gonna go. But I think I said enough things. I did this last time. I was like, what I said wasn't thoughtful enough earlier. Like, it's not interesting enough. I think I need to just work with what I have. Also because I'm not feeling the best. So I need to give myself some grace. But actually, at least I'm going to do it. And I'm gonna go because I'm hungry. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna do more of the rocks. Maybe I'll film that later on. I don't know. I need to go home. But I think it's okay. I like this part. This is Maya. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely night.